Hey, great. I've got something in my nose. Hey, how are you doing? Great. And so the first thing I'm going to do is say to myself, well, I know you're there, and for that reason, I'm going to exploit it, and I'm going to invite myself round to your house and let me raid your fridge. No, I'm only joking. Seriously. But how do we actually really understand what we think is true? And if we don't actually believe what we think is true, how are we going to really live that as being our truth? How are we going to live it as being our truth if we don't give ourselves the opportunity to actually truly believe it? So, in other words, if I say everyone is is watching me now. Everyone is watching me now because of the fact that I'm going to see them at some point in the future. My friends are watching me now because I'm going to see them at some point in the future. Don't just believe that, but make it a reality. Make everything you do designed to make your friends see something really good about what is happening. Even if it's not you, just make them see that you believe that and they can actually really connect to it, because you've got to have that connect. You've got to let them connect. You've got to give them the opportunity to connect. You've got to say, I believe that. So that's the truth, and I'm going to let my friends connect with me right now because of it. So that is what we have to do. And there's many ideas that come from true belief. And when we give everything to that, we give our whole selves to it. We make another world, literally another world of faith and goodwill. So that is how we look after people, and especially our friends. Yeah. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah. This also applies to how we talk about children as well. We often think when we talk about children, there's people who don't know about children, who may think, you know, that we don't care about children, or we're just talking about them for the sake of it. But actually, as soon as we mention children, we are affecting the the sacred name of the goodness of a child. As soon as we talk about children, we are affecting the good sacred name of a child, and that is the child within us. That is the child within us. We are affecting that child, and because it's in us, we can't talk about it in a way which is too defining, because they are actually a an idea rather than actually a physical person. So all the time we're talking about an idea, we can only talk about the way they dance, or the way they sing, or the way they laugh, and the way they always are a teacher and a learner at the same time, and for that reason we we uh, we always enjoy them for being exactly what they are, which is children, and that will always amaze us because they are in charge of a smaller part of the world, which is actually the magical part, and we forget that when we expect too much of them, and for that reason we make their magic disappear. So what we can say is uh, they are permanently, to talk about children. You need to realise that they are watching you. They are not watching you in a kind of negative way, or any kind of restrictive way. But they are watching you as a as as you would need to be listening to them. So they are watching you, but you need to listen to them, and you need to listen to them as the barrier between a father and the child they are. You need to be that barrier. You need to be that connection of the greater experience to the lesser experience. And to see it that way is to actually really, really appreciate children for what they are. And if you realise they're watching you all the time, and you can actually be that voice. You can actually, and voices are so important. As I've always said, voices are so important because they control the father of your character. They control the actual father of your character. And when you see that the way people look at you actually changes that character. When you can appreciate it in a big way, and you see that everything you do is either to love those people, or to ignore them, or turn away from them. So all the time we turn towards them, we're turning towards the children as well. We're turning towards the children. Every time we make good, we're turning towards the children. Every time we do good, we're turning towards the children. So for that reason, we must always realise they're there and watching us, and not, as I said, it's to do with love, because we can only see who's watching us when we love who is actually doing it. We can't see it otherwise, and to actually see it is to appreciate it. And for that reason, not we, I keep saying we, but I actually, for that reason, see that the love is the respect I give for the world of the future and the past. So we control the future and the past by how we change the belief about it. How we change the belief about it. That's it, really. Yeah. I think I've said enough. So, in other words, I'll let the children go, and I'll see if they appreciate my contribution to their world. Yeah. I can't think of much else to say except that we must believe they're there in order to see the how the words form, and how that world can be believed in as being something you can forget about and move on into it, like it is opening the door to their house, and and look under the furniture for the golden ring, which is the friendship between you and who the house belongs to. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave it there and catch you later. Okay, have a good one. Bye.